It's almost that time again. It's almost cold weather, and that means fire making. Get to sit by that campfire, warm up, all that good stuff. What's up guys, Dan here, Coalcracker, Bushcraft. That's right, fire season is upon us. Now, I don't mean like light the woods like you're gonna burn the woods down, forest fire. I mean campfire season, because it's starting to get cooler. I can't believe it's already September. And with the cooler months approaching, that means when you're out, it's gonna be way more enjoyable to hang out by the campfire at night. Plus it gets darker sooner, and then the cold weather's gonna start kicking in, and then we're definitely gonna need that campfire. So with all that said, it's important that we always have a multitude of different ways to make fire. And one of the most effective ways is just to have fire along with you. That is just a simple Bic lighter. Now, if you have a Bic lighter along with you, you completed the triangle of fire already. You don't even need to worry about that. You just need to take this flame and shepherd it into something larger. Let's grow this into a big campfire. Literally probably the easiest thing, the most basic thing that you can do as an outdoor goer. But here's one thing, with a Bic lighter, there is a chance that it can get wet or damp and it'll seem like it's just not going to work. But I'm going to show you today the quickest, easiest, simplest method to get this thing up and running again. You follow a couple steps and you'll have flame in no time. Oh boy. Alright, so lighter directly out of the water. At this point, flicking this, you got absolutely nothing happening. So you're going to follow a few steps. Before I get to those steps, I think it's important to understand how a lighter works. If you don't know that, they're very, very simple. When I rotate the wheel on the lighter, it strikes ferro rod. The rod throws a spark, okay? Just like we do out in the woods, it throws a spark forward and it hits the gas that comes up when we press this button. So we spark, we hit the gas button, and out of a little nozzle sprays the gas. That gas gets hit by the spark, and boom, we have fire. So that's the first thing. If you know that, you can break this thing down and make it work for you. Next thing, on the wheel that you actually spin itself, if there is a silver strip that goes along that, that's a child safety mechanism. Get that thing out of there. If you bought a lighter specifically for your outdoor kit, I suggest first thing, pull that right off, grab a pair of multi-tool pliers and just break it away. If you didn't break that away, not a big problem once your lighter gets wet, but you do need to get it out of there because the water will get trapped underneath. So once you have that, you're going to have a lighter that looks just like mine, and it's not going to be working. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get the large majority of big droplets of water out of there. And we're going to do that very simply by shaking. And you're generally, like when I just did that, I saw some water droplets go flying. So you're going to do that a little bit. Okay, step number one. Now, step number two, we're going to use our mouth to blow some of those water droplets out of there. All right, so some of the finer stuff. What this is also going to do is if there's any water droplets or moisture that got down around the top of that nozzle for the gas, it should remove that. So you're going to blow right down into the nozzle there with a good solid breath or two. Just like that. Okay, now at this point, a lot of the water is dry, but not all of it. Okay, so you're gonna do one of two things. First thing is you can take your shirt, okay, and you can go right along the middle of the wheel, okay, the rough part of the wheel, and I'm just spinning the wheel with my shirt, letting my shirt absorb the moisture. You could probably see there if you look at my shirt closely. You can see how my shirt's a little bit damp. That is moisture coming off of that wheel. So you can do that. You can dry off that moisture, okay, that way. Another option is you can also take your pants, if they're cotton like this, and literally just rub the lighter up and down. While you do this, what you're going to be looking for is a spark to start to generate, and I can tell you right now, I just saw a spark. What that means is we dried this out enough with enough friction and heat to make this sparking mechanism work again. So now that we got the big droplets out, the small droplets out with our breath, and we dried the mechanism itself, we should have fire. So very easy, very simple, three-step process to get your lighter back up and running. So there we go, right from a puddle to flame. Very simple, very easy technique, but it's something that you should always know, because just because your lighter is packed away somewhere doesn't mean it can't get moisture or can't get wet in the rain, or maybe a drop of rain, which I've had this happen before. Out of all the droplets coming down, one falls right inside my lighter when I'm trying to do something. So understanding this method is going to help tremendously, and it's another tool for the toolbox. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the subscribe and like buttons below. You can also go over to coalcrackerbushcraft.com and check out our school and our classes, our merchandise, our blog, all that good stuff. And now you can get out and make some fires. So until the next video, stay in the woods.